Hello and welcome. Today I am working with some Dollar Tree bowls. I did find all of these items at the Dollar Tree, and the first thing I want to do is kind of sand this clear bowl a bit, down to where it'll hold paint, because I intend to paint the back of it so it won't be so shiny. Welcome to Ivycreates, and thank you for watching. I really do appreciate it. Today we're going to make some daffodils for the wall or the fencing that you may have outside or wherever you want to put them. But these are just going to be some cute little daffodils we're going to make for spring. So the first thing I have is a chips and dip bowl from the Dollar Tree, and it's quite perfect because it does have the 5 petals in the centerpiece, so it makes for a fabulous looking flower. And the next thing I have, of course, are the center bowls, which are going to be progressively smaller than what the exterior chip and dip bowl is. Now, if you wanted to use these for actual food, you don't have to paint them or do anything to them. This particular bowl, I am actually painting the back side of it, so you could still use the inside if you wanted to, even though it has been painted. And I am using Dixie Belle paint today because Dixie Belle is a chalk paint, and it covers extremely well. So I'm able to use that on almost any surface. And since I did do a little light sanding on it to make sure that it grips the paint, it's even better. Please subscribe, hit that notification bell, and spread the love, share it with friends and family. I really do appreciate each and every person that watches my videos, and if you have any questions or comments, I do actually answer them, so please feel free to leave them below. So here you go. You can see another example of how we're going to put this together. And I found these even smaller little bowls that were also at the Dollar Tree, and I got about 3 or 4 of those to put together to make more daffodils. These are great because you can use them. Let's say you have a kid's birthday party and you want to make it fabulous. You could do tea parties. Tea parties are really in. And make big giant flowers to hang around. So if you want to do an Alice in Wonderland theme or something of the sort, this would be perfect for that. And also you just might want them to brighten up your garden because, to be honest, the last couple of weeks it has been nothing but dreary here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. We've had rain for days and overcast skies, and it's not usual for here. We get a good bit of sunshine, and we do get rain, but not overcast skies nonstop. So you can see after they're all dry and everything how I can just put it in the center of the bowls and keep on going. Now this also I'm going to sand lightly. This is the chip and dip tray, and I'm just going to sand it lightly. And these either side would make excellent flowers. They're just perfect for making flowers and making them look really cute. And it's pretty big as well. It's a pretty large size bowl or tray or whatever you want to call it. So I'm just sanding it down to take a little bit of that shine and gloss off of the actual tray. And then I'm using the white Dixie Belle, and as per usual, I don't really clean my brushes a lot between colors because I'll just use one color right into the next, so you may have a little bit of yellow, a little bit of pink, or what have you that's still on your paintbrush that adds a little bit extra color. So that's generally how I do it with just about everything. I rarely rinse my brush in between unless I'm going dramatically from one color to another. So now you can see I painted it, and it's got, a little bit more matte looking. And then I'm just going to add a hanger to the back. And you will see later on I also use paint sticks to make a little stem, but you could use anything. You could use a fence post. You could do anything with it. I'm just using paint sticks because I planned on hanging them on my fence. And you can see a lot better also while I'm gluing this on the shape of this tray and how cool it looks as a flower. So now we're going to get to put it together, finally. And so what I'm going to do is take and I'm going to glue, and I'm not gluing the bottom of the bowl because there's a lot of blank spaces that will be under it. So I want to actually glue the tray and then set the bowl on top and make sure that it's all connected really well. And I'm just using regular old hot glue, nothing special or fancy. Regular old hot glue will do it. Now you can see it's starting to look a lot more like a flower. I love spring daffodils and spring flowers and all that good stuff. I forget to plant them a lot, but you know, daffodils will naturalize here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast and in most of the southern areas. I'm not real sure about the north. So now I'm going to glue the smaller bowl into the center of the larger bowl that is on top of my tray. And you can see it makes for a really, really cute daffodil. One of my garden buddies recently said that they had gone and went to Walmart and they had all their daffodils on sale for like super, super cheap. And they bought a whole bunch of them, and that's the good thing about them. Even if they're going out of bloom, you know, they'll bloom next year or the year after, so it's a good idea to still buy them. So now I'm painting just an average plastic bowl that I had gotten something in, probably like blueberries or something of the sort, and it had like a little flower design in the base of it, and I just was playing around with it. And the funny thing about this plastic bowl is this is a thinner, you know, clear plastic, and I was just using my Americana gold paints and painting on it and in my little paint pots like I do, and then I go over it with the yellow Dixie Belle. And the funny thing about this is when I actually put my heat gun on it to get it dry, it shrinks like one of those shrinky dink things, and it shrank. It was curved up in the middle when I started, and when I put the heat on it, it flattened out the bottom of the bowl, which is quite alright because I was gluing it to a flat surface anyways. But it just was fascinating to me that it shrinks like that and changes shape and form. So you do have to be careful with your heat gun when you're using it so that you don't actually destroy something. But so the paint pots that I use, I mix my own paints. I use Americana paints and I mix them up myself. Sometimes I put different additives into them, like spackling paste or you know, some plaster Paris or something of the sort, or I might just add water or mix my own colors, depends on what it is. But I like to mix my own colors up so I can have a lot of different colors without purchasing all of the different colors. Okay, so you can see I'm painting another little bowl like the first one that I had. This is to go in the center of my daffodil. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I hope you guys subscribe so you can follow along and don't miss out on any of our future videos. And please, if you like this, share it with your friends. I really do appreciate that. If you have any comments, leave them below. Tell me what you think, if you're interested. And I have a few of my favorite craft items listed below, and there are links to them if you're interested in using the same craft products I'm using. They're down below for you. Alright, so now I've got my other tray, and this one I didn't paint first for some reason. I guess I really didn't think about it. I was going to use a white background at first and leave it. And then I got to looking at it, and it was really just super shiny. And when you have plastic super shiny, it tends to look cheap. So, trying to make it look a little bit more modern and new, and then I ended up changing it to the color to about a pale pink, so that I could have a different colored type of daffodil. But you can see how it's glued together and how cute it looks, and it's so simple. This is, I mean, the simplest, fastest little craft, and it makes a huge impact. And you'll see, stay tuned to the end for our final product pictures so that you can see exactly how it looks in my yard. I can't wait for spring. I'm not a fan of the summertime down here anymore because of the humidity. It's just like it sucks the air out of your lungs kind of humidity. But I do like the spring and the fall down here. I've grown up down here, but I'll tell you what, the older I get, the less I like that humidity. It makes me want to move to Alaska or Arizona. So let me know if you've tried anything like this before, or if you have any other ideas of things we could do with these trays. And come up with your own ideas. I would love to see your info and input on whatever you've done with this. So you can see I'm just using the white Dixie Belle at first, and then I go back and added some of the pink from one of my paint pots just to give it a light tint of pink. You don't have to be, I'm not a person that does the exact same color everywhere. In fact, I rather enjoy the different tonal qualities, you know, the lights and the darks of the different colors on the same pieces. So, you know, it's not, to me, it's not an exact science. In nature, it wouldn't be either. It would be all different colors. So I'm just using a couple of dabs of pink in with my Dixie Belle white and getting that pink leaf on my daffodil. It's funny, as these are as extreme as possible, I still have to have like realistic colors. I don't know why. I could make them any color that I want, and you should too. You do you whenever you want to on these daffodils. Just make them any color you want. And you can add other things to them if you want to add beads or you know, to the center for little stamens and things like that. You could do that as well. You can add more embellishments to the edges of everything as you wish, and just make it your own. This is just a basis for you to understand how to do it and, you know, see when it gets done. So here we go, and this is going to be our final product pictures once I've added the paint stick stems and hung them on the fence, and they look super cute with the bright colors and everything. It's just something to make you happy. Hi, did you click that subscribe button and the notification bell? Well, if you don't hit that notification bell, you will miss out on our Thursday videos. So please go ahead, click it, and you'll be able to watch our videos that are coming up.